Now, before I cover how you can use NLP command terms to skyrocket your sales, first, remember, that was loaded with NLP command terms. I'll break it down for you here today. I am John Benson, and this is Sales Copy Secrets. Welcome back. And today's video is how you can command your prospects to take action without even asking. That's a handy parlor trick, eh? Obviously, that technique would help any copywriter become a better copywriter, help anyone write better sales copy, help you improve your online conversions, online sales, online marketing. Yeah? All right, cool. Now, as always, I got two favors. And if you're a copywriter or you're a marketer or you're just trying to improve your copywriting skills, this is the place for you. I just have two quick favors to ask. Number one, please watch this video all the way to the end because the art of future pacing and the science of it demands that you avoid certain terms, and I'm going to cover those toward the end of the video. If you just want to follow in my footsteps, okay, maybe not that far, but you'd want to watch more of my videos, then click that like button below. Do more than that. Punch it really hard for me. Subscribe, share this video, and hey, leave me a comment. Okay, think back to the intro to this video. What did I do? Now, before I cover how you can use NLP command terms to skyrocket your sales, first, remember. Did you know that sentence has 3 NLP command terms? Can you spot them? Now, first, and remember. Command terms are words and phrases that subconsciously embed actions you desire your prospect to take, or, if you're at the samurai level, experiences you know your prospect desires. Now, what's even cooler than that is these words anchor whatever follows the words and lodges them into the subconscious mind. So when I say remember, whatever I say next is what you are going to remember. I gave your mind a little bit of a command term, remember. And what's cool is I don't even have to repeat anything I said before. Like, for example, right now I could say, hey, remember, I like dogs. Now, at this point, you're probably picturing a dog in your mind, right? Of course you are, because dogs are awesome. But imagine if I said, hey, remember, this is going to help you do something faster, whatever. This is going to help you write faster copy. This is going to help you lose weight faster. This is going to help you restore your marriage faster. You're going to remember that. It's going to have a little special place cleaved out in your brain, and I can reference back to that all day long. As I promised in my last video, which you haven't seen it yet, have you? No, you probably haven't. Watch it again below. I need to debunk some of the woo-woo myths out there about NLP. Whoa. Also known as neuro-linguistic programming. And then I'm actually going to give you some of the real dangers associated with it, okay? This is not meant as some sort of massive virtue signal. I'm just not that kind of guy. This is meant to put your mind at ease when it comes to using high-level persuasion skills and copy to help you make more sales. And I'll tell you all about why I believe that is the most ethical thing you can do in a moment. No, wait, I think I'll do it right now. It is because your goal as a marketer needs to be to take your prospect off the sidelines of fucking life, okay? Get them into the freaking game before the game is over. If you're selling anything that is cool, anything that is awesome, anything that is life-changing, anything that empowers somebody, you owe it to them to use whatever language is ethically and morally acceptable to get them to take action. And that means cutting through ages and ages of patterns that have been formed since the time they were children, things that they don't even know that are going against them. And you, using nothing more than words, can change that. And if you ask me, that's a noble pursuit. That's what we should all be doing. You just should not use it, in my opinion, in a haphazard way, or certainly not for negative manipulation. That is wrong. Okay, I'm off the soapbox and we're back into the lesson, but I had to give that disclaimer. So is NLP this scary, witchcrafty, woo-woo-woo stuff that people say it is? No. Is it mind control? Kind of. Then again, all communication is mind control if you look at mind control through the lens of manipulation. When you are communicating to your child or your friend or your spouse about something you desire or that you desire for them to do or become or whatever, you are engaged in manipulation. You're just doing it for all the right reasons. In fact, I would go so far as to say the entire point of conversation is manipulation on varying degrees. But manipulation is a term that's been hijacked, and it now means something very negative. Do you know what it originally meant? To handle, manage, or use, especially with skill, in some process of treatment or performance. And that definition is still in some dictionaries. Unfortunately, it's usually preceded by a definition that has something to do with evil intent or coercion, but manipulation can be for 100% positive good. Really. No kidding. Here's a silly example. You say to your friends, hey, have you seen the movie blank? And you just talk about a movie you just saw and you go, man, it was awesome. What is your reason for telling them that? Just to tell them that? Or is there a part of you that's saying, hey, I know you. I know the stuff that you would like. You would probably enjoy this movie as well. Likewise, if you hated the movie, you'd be telling them to avoid the movie. Even if you never said, hey, you should not go see this movie, you might say, oh my gosh, I hated this film. It was terrible. But what are you doing when you're saying that? You're engaging your level of trust and rapport that you've built with your friend so that they will say, I should probably stay away from that too. In short, you just manipulated their ass, but you're doing it for the best of reasons. Very much like you do when you tell a child, hey, if you eat your vegetables, you can watch TV or whatever the manipulation coercion technique may be these days. That is the same thing. I even coined the term ethical bribe for some of my letters because I say, hey, I'm going to ethically bribe you at the end of this letter to take action by giving you a bunch of bonuses. Well, that is an ethical bribe. There's nothing wrong with me giving something away that I own to you to take action and to encourage you to take action. That's good, especially if I am convinced, along with good evidence, that the actions I'm recommending are for the better good. That is the key to everything. So I'm going to use an example of weight loss. I know for a fact that my prospect wants to lose weight. They really desire this. So I'm going to use any words that are not lies to help them make the decision to start today. And yes, those words involve selling. Those words involve giving them something to take action upon. But as long as my product or service is done with integrity, done with honesty, done with confidence, and it's efficacious, it's good, by all means, I need to cut through the noise of their brains, the noise of their life, the noise of who knows how many years of bad programming to get them to take action. And if using simple little terms like remember can do that, I'm 100% in. You? That's my take on NLP. I had to get that out of the way so we could debunk all the myths first. Sorry about that long rant, but it was very important. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what you think of NLP and using it in copy, will you? Now, I opened a big old hairy loop when I said, oh, here's what a command term is, and I went into the diatribe about NLP. So let me read off a list of my favorite NLP command terms, why they're my favorite, and how you can use them. This is a partial list, just so you know. First one is remember, as you might know. Remember, and whatever follows that term is going to be more likely remembered. Now or by now. By now is one of my favorites. Now, it puts somebody into the immediate motion. I could say, now, we're going to cover X. Now, if you want to lose weight, now lose weight. That's how the brain is hearing that command. By now, I've used 1,000 times in a letter before. By now, you probably realize that X. But what is your brain hearing when you hear buy now, buy now, buy now over and over again? It's hearing purchase now. I've even gone so far as to literally spell it B-U-Y-N-O-W on a slide. By now, you probably realize, and whoops, typo, imagine. Words like imagine and picture ask your brain to construct a pattern that says, here's what could be. Also, the term think back. Think back to the time when blank. Well, I'm taking you backwards in time. And that's really handy if I say, think back to when I said, you could lose weight faster if you did blank. Remember? What did I just do there? I combined two command terms. Pretty cool, huh? You know, and by the way, you know is used all the time, but you know X. Well, what am I saying? You know whatever is followed by that word know. So whether they know it or not is irrelevant. I'm telling them that they know it so their brain more aptly absorbs it. Act fast. Act fast is just a great way to compel a call to action whenever you get to the end of a letter. So, hey, if you act fast today, so act today versus act fast. Act fast, they click the button faster. You see, well, what am I doing? This works really well in VSLs. I'm actually commanding them to see, to pay attention, to pull their attentions back to the screen and look at whatever it is that I'm showing them or telling them. Then there's listen, look, same thing. There's sensory, listen, blank. What are they going to do? They're going to listen more carefully. Look, very much like see. Look below this video right now. That is my infamous tag call to action for every VSL I've ever done. And that is exactly what I want them to do. I want them to look below the video right now. So I'm combining two different NLP terms in the same sentence. Click the button that says, and then I read off what the button says. And what's really cool about that is it puts whatever the button says into the brain along with click. So when they click, they get whatever the benefit the button says. That's why I don't like order now. I mean, that's not bad. Don't get me wrong. I want them to order now. But if I say click the button that says, I want to lose weight faster, boom. So click, I want to lose weight faster. They get lose weight faster with a click. Do you see where I'm going with that? Pretty cool. And then ending a sentence with the word fair or deal or sound good, it just makes it harder to disagree with you. Then there's a few desire commands. Desire commands put a desire in the mind of your customer, but it's not a request, it is a command. For example, one of the things that you'll love about product is feature or benefit. I'm telling them in advance that they're going to love this. So that's a command. Then there are desire commands that you can build into sentences. And this helps you get around a lot of compliance issues, especially if you word it right. I'm going to give you a couple of examples here. You know, burning fat on autopilot all day is a dream almost everyone would love to realize. And while you might not be able to achieve that, I can help you get close. Man, that is full of really awesome NLP and copy. It's literally telling them that, nah, you can't do that. But what are they going to see? Because I've told them, you know, before it, and then I give them what I want them to know. Burning fat all day long on autopilot, that is a dream come true. Well, might not be able to get you there, but as close as you can come. Kind of cool if you ask me. Imagine being able to lose weight faster than you ever have before in the past, all while enjoying your favorite foods while you do it. Interested? Imagine lose weight faster, so there's no weird like compliance issue trick here. It's just something I want them to visualize, and enjoying your favorite foods. And finally, interested? Yes. Makes it harder to say no to me, but also that I've got an agreement. I've got a yes. And you want to get a lot of those yes reflexes in any good piece of sales copy. Now I'm going to give you an advanced trick that you can use in a video sales letter. It's called a cross-slide command. I think I was the first person to do this, so I'm going to take credit for it unless somebody jumps in, because I've pretty much invented a lot of things in VSLs, including VSLs themselves. And it is to embed a series of NLP commands across a series of slides that not only form a command all on their own, but they also form their own individual slides. So that sticks out in the subconscious mind. It's a little subliminal, but not really subliminal, but it's still pretty cool. Let's just do it on 2 slides and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So many people ask me how to lose weight safely, and I quickly respond with the tips that I'm about to share with you today. Wow, well, there's nothing non-compliant about that. Completely Facebook friendly. But look at what's in between. Look at the secret sauce. What words are bolded? Lose weight quickly today. Those highlighted words create a phrase and a command and a promise that is not even remotely in those first 2 slides. And this is one of the ways I write super compliant copy while still getting the impression over to my customers of what I really want them to feel. I've done some pretty crazy things. I've extended that technique over 5, 6, 7, 8 slides before, creating the most epically powerful message you can imagine using NLP command terms or just highlighted words. Now, finally, I have to warn you about the one word that you should not use, at least not a lot, and that is the word but. Unless you want to change the subject, then the word is perfectly fine. So but is called a stop term. Whatever you say after the word but is the only thing that somebody will tend to subconsciously recall. Now, this is not an exact science. It's not like sales letters where the word but in them will never work. I'm just wanting to equip you with every tool I possibly can to get you where you want to go. Cool? So let me read off an example of what not to do first, okay? This may sound like the perfect plan for you and one you want to buy today, but you may have a few questions. Well, that's the last place you should ever use but, right after you say, oh, this is something you want to buy today. It's the perfect plan, but because your subconscious mind is going to kick in and you're going to change subjects. You're going to listen to what I said after but rather than what I said before but. And there's an easy fix for this. This may sound like the perfect plan for you and one you want to buy today, and you may have a few questions. One word changed the whole tenor of that sentence entirely, and I negated that psychological break. So I'll use the words yet, still, and, however, plus. All those words work in place of the word but. So let me give you an example of when to use the word but. A great example of this is when you're trying to say what your product isn't. Here's an example. This isn't an MLM gimmick or some kind of get-rich-quick scheme. And if you're looking for that, it isn't here. But if you're wanting a positive solution, you're in the right place. You see what I did there? The subconscious mind is now going to focus on whatever I said that was positive and forget all that negative stuff. Okay, that was how to command your prospects to take action without even asking. And today, now you know, you as a copywriter, you as a marketer, you as an internet person know exactly how to use NLP command terms to make sure your prospects pay attention to whatever you say after them. And this will help you break through the noise of their mind, the noise of pre-programming, the noise of the internet, and help you stop losing so many sales to people that are just not clicking with what you're trying to say. So if you're wanting to improve your copywriting skills or you're wanting to start becoming a copywriter, or you're wanting to just take some copywriting tips and apply them to your online sales letters, this is an excellent place to start. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to speak to both sides of the buying brain. Yes, there is such a thing. I'm going to explain it in the next video. You got to wait for it. Sorry. Until next time, I am John Benson, and I'm here to help make you unignorable.